Good afternoon, everyone. This is the daily market update video, and it's where I begin on QQQ, and as well as a couple of things I am seeing in the market. And let's get into it. So right now we're looking at QQQ on the 4-hour time frame. So we have been talking about this megaphone pattern for the past 3 weeks, and also this rising wedge for the past 1 week. And we have just broken out of the falling wedge, and we are back testing it again. But this pattern is finished for me, so I'm going to delete that. And now we're back at looking at this megaphone. So we closed pretty much exactly right at the bottom of the megaphone. We had some bearish action today. We finally broke out the range of this 320 to 312 range that's been there forever. And we have just touched the bottom of the range, and we had a bullish reaction earnings to Microsoft and Google. Google faded pretty much most of its gains. Let me see here. So you can see Google's already pulled back over 50% of its gains. It was at roughly 4%, 4.5%. Now we're only up 1.5%. Microsoft is still going. It's around $300, which is crazy because if you go to the all-time highs, we're only $345. So we're like roughly 15% away from all-time highs. $300 would roughly be like right here. Yeah, which is crazy. And Amazon is having a bullish reaction after hours due to Microsoft's strong cloud performance. So Amazon also has cloud performance as well. So, and it's just a sympathy of the cloud. And Google's cloud, I don't think it came in as good. So compared to Microsoft, obviously. So that's probably the reason that's fading. I don't know exactly why it's fading, but that because the of course the earnings for Microsoft is a lot better than Google, but they both beat. And tomorrow we have Meta. Meta is also up due to Google's advertising earnings is also beat. So Meta is an advertising company, and so it's sympathy movement as well. So we'll see if Meta can actually pull out the numbers that are good tomorrow. And then Amazon, we have to report this Thursday. And we'll see if Amazon can pull off as well. Amazon's usually one of the worst ones for their earnings. So as well as Meta. So we'll see if they can pull good numbers like Microsoft or Google. Apple will be coming in next week on the next Thursday. So that's still quite a bit away. And we also have a Fed hike next week as well. So coming up soon. We'll get more into that as we get closer. So as of now, this megaphone will continue to be my guide. So this is resistance and this is support. And tomorrow, the bears will need to pretty much show up once cash opens. Otherwise, this big enough bounce can change a 4-hour trend change back to the bulls. So now we actually formed a daily downtrend on the daily time receipt. Top of the move, formed a lower high right there. And then now we broke the prior low, form a lower low. So now that's a confirmed daily downtrend. So based on that move, we're currently up at, let's see, 4 hours time frame. We're up at 313-ish, 0.7. So that's roughly around this level. So we pretty much retraced almost 80% of the move today. So if bear don't show up right away, pretty much to form a daily trend change, then the daily trend change may change back to the bulls in a couple of days if we don't bring it back down. Because we're going to gap up here, right? So we open here and the bulls bounce. This bounce will have big enough move where when we pull back, they will have space for us to form a daily uptrend. That's essentially the psychology of how big the move is initially. So also, we don't know what the pre-market is going to be. Potentially, we may still, open here or open here. But as of now, it's around here. So there's a good chance we have to see if the bears can bring us back below 312. Or we just drop to 312, bounce. And then that's going to be a 4-hour uptrend confirmed. So we'll have to see The most important part for me is cash open. So I have to see when market actually opens and how to trades there. For SPY, it's also a lot weaker looking than tech because today's tech that's bouncing. So it's also in a week. It's also in a daily downtrend now. I'm gonna open the. Give me a second. Let's open the chart. It's easier to see. All right, so SPY. We are in a daily downtrend and a 4-hour downtrend. So I'm going to daily. You can see right here, top of the move, made a lower high right there. We broke Thursday's high, and now we broke the prior low. Now we formed a lower low, so that's a confirmed daily downtrend. And we pretty much closed right at daily support. You can see all the support over here, right here as well, and use that as resistance. Now it's acting as support. So this area would be pretty key for me. And we did bounce due to bullish tech earnings. So XLK, which is the tech sector, is also in SPY, and it's helping SPY bounce roughly 0.4 to 0.6% at the moment. So SPY's chart is a lot weaker than QQQ. QQQ has pretty much bounced close to 80% of its retracements. So this one's going to be key as well to be watching, and who's going to be joining who tomorrow. So either SPY joins bear, or SPY joins the bull team, or vice versa. So tomorrow when market opens, I'll be watching all the sectors to see which, if team bull joins team bear or team bear joins team bull. And as of now, there's some fear back into the regional sector, regional banking due to um, FRC reporting bad earnings yesterday and some banking problems, and we are pretty much all-time lows, closed at all-time lows. So there is a lot of fear in the market today. You can see the VIX that I've been talking about for the past week that I wouldn't be comfortable holding as a bull when the VIX is all the way down here at 16 and bouncing off the support. We got a really big move today. Faded a little bit, but it's still a decent pop. You can see all this time that rejected from this level. We had rejected from here again. It's roughly in the 20s. So we'll see if bear continues, then obviously we can break that level. But due to Microsoft and Google's earnings, there's a lot of fear that was relieved, and maybe Meta just does really bad and Amazon does really bad as well, and who knows, or they do really good. So we'll see if the fear creeps in the market back again. If not, there was a regional bank that reported today too as well, and they did decent. So now they're up 20% after hours. So it's a back and forth. So that's why we have a little bit of a green candle as well after hours. See, FRC was down crazy today, which is it was down about 20% yesterday during after hours, and then once market opened today, it just yeah it halted a couple times, and it was a crazy drop. That's not what I want. This one, yeah, 53% drop from the highs of yesterday in one day is definitely fear in the financial regional bank for FRC at least. Um, some people are saying it's just FRC. Every other regional banks are fine, but we're getting a little bit here and there. There's just a couple of ones popping up here and there. Maybe there'll be more that comes, but as of now, FRC is the current one that's going down. So it's a mixed bag for me right now in the market. There is some fear back in the regional banks, and there's a little bit of bear sentiment due to us breaking the sideways range bearish after 3 weeks. But the earnings after hours pretty much retraced 80% of its move. So it's really hard for us to say if we're going to bounce tomorrow or not. So cash open would be in the morning, especially in the morning, would be very key for me. Price action there. If we do retrace close to 50% of this move, bounce and go lower, or we go lower and then bulls confirm a 4-hour uptrend. It's gonna be my guide tomorrow. So I'll be zooming into the 5 minutes and 15 minutes when I'm trading in the morning. But the overall big picture, we'll have to see. I hope we don't bounce up to the upper end of the megaphone. That was just a straight headache for everyone. Yeah, all the bears who added here would get stopped out, which would probably squeeze. If we get to the top of this megaphone, there's a very good chance that we're going to squeeze above to 330 due to the amount of shorts that added back here. Yeah, that would happen if Meta, Amazon both report really good earnings, and then next week Apple reports really good earnings as well. And just momentum after momentum, then there's a good chance that we test this part, squeeze all the shorts, and hit to 330. And from the bear perspective, Meta and Amazon does really bad. We retrace most of this move and break the side of the megaphone and retest this 306 area. You can see this cluster of volume that's traded back here. That's my outlook as of now. I'm more neutral. I sold roughly half of my position on the XOXX short before earnings to just de-risk a little bit. And I might add it back tomorrow if we have a decent gap up open, if we open close to this high of the range. And I might re-add it back, just depending on what the market morning looks like, and even the pre-market as well. We also have overnight futures also is going to be trading as well. So if we do gap up really up there, then I may potentially add it back. Now I am holding half of it and a little bit red on it due to, not like red, just like red today in the after hours, but I'm still green in the position due to this bounce. But, all right, that's all I got for you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see how Meta's earning goes.